Court freezes 32 accounts of individuals, firms linked to August protests. Okonjo-Iweala canvasses economic policy consistency. Some stories on the front page of the Nation newspaper. To the front page of the Daily Trust now. Days after killing Emir, bandits abduct over 150 in Gobir. 2 corpse traders killed as police shots clash in Abuja again. Patrol vehicles burnt. Group members came with bombs. Policemen killed our members, IMN claims. Another story, IG hands over 20 rescued medical students to Unimed Unijos VCs. Some stories on the front page of the Daily Trust newspaper. To this Nigerian newspaper now, Shites, a bloody day in Abuja claims lives of 2 police officers, 3 others injured, vehicles burnt. It was an unprovoked attack. FCT police says they attacked us first, prescribed Islamic group alleges. Tinubu should act on course for new constitution. Anyoko, ex-Commonwealth scribe, is saying again, stop instigating insecurity. Okonjo-Iweala cautions politicians, says no excuse for continuous crude oil theft. Some stories on the front page of this Nigeria newspaper. To the front page of the Blueprint now. How 2 officers were killed in Shites police clash in Abuja. Shocker, another story here. 12 billion naira to meager to win Olympics medal. Sports minister is quoted as saying, "Render your account," Federation's chairman tell Eno. As athletes, we prepared with our money, Oladoyi is saying. Some stories on the front page of the Blueprint newspaper. To the Platform Times. Policy consistency, key to Nigeria's progress. Politicians must stop weaponizing insecurity. Okonjo-Iweala is quoted as saying that. Now, over 500 Ogun communities receive SACA as foundation delivers free medical services. And hashtag End Bad Governance protest. Court freezes bank accounts of 32 individuals, companies. Those are some of the stories you find on the front page of the Platform Times. To the Daily Times now. Nigeria sitting on ticking time bomb. Catholic bishops say future of Nigeria dependent on how challenges bedeviling her are tackled. And picture story here. Houses submerged in around Jimeta Bridge in Adamawa State as a result of the downpour. Climate change issues there. Unfortunate one. Now, Atiku to federal government explain why Oando got accelerated approval in a Jeep ENI purchase. Slams Tinubu over subsidy scam, rights abuse, others. You find details on the front page of the Daily Times. To the Punch newspaper now. September rollout. Tinubu panel, Dangote refinery, brainstorm on petrol pricing. A President's Committee refinery to conclude talks on Naira crude supply, petrol pricing. And at the top corner, state supposed federal government 600 billion naira vote for 70,000 naira wage. Flooding, Delta, Kogi create IDP camps, and Ambrakwara warn communities. The stories you find on the front page of the Punch newspaper. Lamide.
With the Vanguard newspaper, and the big story here says the federal government yet to implement the executive order on medications 2 months after. The federal government still working on implementation framework 2 months after. Delay not worth it. People are dying. The government must progressively intervene in high tariffs. Implementation details must be properly worked out. Federal government moves to eliminate malaria, picks Dangote Otedola Elumelu to drive effort. Another top corner, Nigerians hope for lower cement price dims. As another story here shows the court freezes 32 accounts linked to the hashtag End Bad Governance protest. Some stories on the front page of the Vanguard. To Business Day, federal government's $1 million oil surveillance contract duplication raises questions. $2.3 billion lost to termination of old deal. Another story here says state shares $71 billion in 7 years as poverty persists. Nigeria's domestic dollar bond steals Eurobond shine. Some stories on the front page of Business Day. To Nigeria News Direct, you are adopting sham subsidy regime to fund your 2027 ambitions. Article to federal government urges federal government to approve Shell Mobile deal. Dapo Abiodun assures residents of completion of the Abeokuta-Lagos road in 18 months. Another story here says Nigerian students decry power outages as soaring electricity bills cripple academic activities. Enugu government uncovers 2,640 ghost pensioners, clears backlog for over 7,000 pensioners. In Abuja, 2 police officers killed, 3 stabbed in joint attack. Some stories on the front page of Nigeria News Direct to the Nature News. On flooding, Jigawa government mobilizes support as death toll exceeds 33. NEMA distributes relief items to 5 victims in Sokoto, Zamfara. We will invite the EFCC for project commissioning in the Niger Delta. That's according to the NDDC boss. Police officer held over illegal dump site in Ilorin as government goes tough on sanitation. Hydrological Agency raises alarm on a rising water level. These are some stories on the front page of the Nature News. To The Guardian, FX execution itches threaten food waiver policy as farmers kick. Sarap asks Governors Wike to disclose details of Chinese loans. Atiku charged the president over citizens' rights violation. Okonjo-Iweala asks politicians to stop weaponizing insecurity. Again, terrorist strike in Kaduna kidnapped district head, 6 others. 2 killed in Abuja, Shiite police clash, bandits kidnap 150 in Sokoto. Outside Nigeria, Tunisian President reshuffles cabinet, replaces 19 ministers ahead of election. Some stories on the front page of The Guardian. To the leadership, Dangote Otedola Elumelu to drive federal government malaria initiative. 18 years after, 49.6 billion naira National Library project in shambles. Student stakeholders seek urgent action. We will complete it by 2025. The federal government is responding to that. NEF strikes kill several terrorists in Kaduna, Zamfara. Another story here says ministry approves 200,000 naira minimum wage for shipping sector workers. IGP receives the rescued 20 medical students, 7 unders. And on the top corner, tribute as Ningi Ermia dies after 46 years on the throne. Some stories on the front page of the leadership. To the pointer, Oberwari 2 monarchs attract investors to Delta via peaceful domains as Olu of Warri marks 3rd anniversary. Disclose details of face legal action. Sarap threatens Wike and other 36 governors. The Kwamar indigents demand unconditional release of leaders. Another story here says 1999 Constitution lacks legitimacy. That's according to the former Secretary General of the Commonwealth. Emeka Yaku urges President Tinubu to act now. Some stories on the front page of the pointer to the Daily Independent. Battle for 130-year-old bank may impact fortunes. IGP hands over 20 rescued medical students to their visas. More troubles for telcos, ISPs, as Starlink deepens operation in Nigeria. On the PDP crisis, Body Judge urges gladiators to drop personal ambitions. Okonjo-Iweala wants federal government to keep public debt within sensible limits. Student loan scheme is for all. No one is excluded, the presidency assures. Some stories on the front page of the Daily Independent. To the national economy, as theft to ravage oil gas sector, investors propose divestment of 26 oil blocks worth 8.2 million barrels. Nigeria prepares for Internet Protocol version 6 rollout. Some stories on the front page of the national economy. And finally, on Sporting Life, Djokovic ready for title defense. Osimhen wants 500 million euros weekly to join Chelsea. And Simon scores 38th Canaries goal. Some stories on the front page of the Sporting Life. Veronica.
All right. I believe that our viewers have been updated, and that for more details on any of the stories, you can pick up any of the papers that interest you to get more on those stories that you find interesting. All right. Coming up on